I'm sweeping up the moonlight from the hardwood floor, near the jagged little pieces by the kitchen door. There used to be the vessels for a fairy tale dream, back when us was a fabric that wouldn't rip at the seam. I put them on at midnight just to feel like a queen, but the edge of the truth is sharp and it's mean. One wrong step in a house built of lies, and the magic just shatters right in front of my eyes. There's no pumpkin carriage waiting in the drive, just a cold engine stalling, barely alive. The clock struck 13 and the spell didn't hold. Now the hearth is just ash and the ballroom is cold, and I've got glass slippers all broken in a pile of painful remains of a beautiful smile. I try to walk soft, try to dance on my toes, but that's just how a story of a hollow heart goes. My feet are all bleeding from the glitter and grit, trying to make a masterpiece out of a misfit. The dance is all over, I'm confessing the cost of these glass slippers all broken, and the girl that I lost. I thought if I fit the mold you design, I'd be the one treasure you were lucky to find. So I squeezed in the perfect and I ignored the ache, waiting for a promise that was destined to break. But glass doesn't stretch, it just waits for the blow. And you let go of my hand when the light started low. Now I'm standing in the shards of a happily ever that turn into never, and not even never. You don't get a refund for a dream that's in bits, for a heart that's been tailored until nothing fits, and throwing away the lace and the chrome, and walking barefoot all the way home. The path will be rocky, the path will be long, but at least I won't be pretending I'm strong. To dance on my toes, but that's just how a story of a hollow heart goes. My feet are all bleeding from the glitter and grit, trying to make a masterpiece out of a misfit. The dance is all over, I'm confessing the cost of these glass slippers all broken. Tiptoe around the things you won't say. I'm sweeping the sparkle of yesterday away. The floor is finally clear, the air is finally still. If the shoe doesn't fit, I guess it never will. Broken glass, just broken glass. And I'm finally home. Mm-hmm. his face, to hide the hollow feeling in the lines I can't erase. A little bit of powder for the shadows neath my eyes, a coat of red for confidence, a shade for my disguise. I walked out of the bedroom feeling almost like myself, leaving all the photographs dusty on the shelf. But then I smelled your sweater in the backseat of the car, and I realized that I haven't traveled very far. One thought of how you used to laugh, one memory of the end, and the brave I tried to put on starts to buckle and to bend. Now our makeup streak with salt, a masterpiece in gray, watching every bit of fine just wash itself away. The waterproof is failing, the eyeliner's a ghost, crying for the version of me that I miss the most. It's a charcoal color river running down my shaking cheek. The arm is falling off and the heart underneath is weak. The glitters in the carpet and the blushes on my sleeve. It's funny how a little rain can make a girl believe that she could ever cover up the wreckage of a soul, or use a bit of contour just to make a spirit whole. I look into the rear view and I don't know who I see, just a blurry blackened outline of who I used to be. I tried to paint over the pain, I tried to highlight through the rain, but the salt is like an acid and the truth is like a flood, and you're still moving like a poison through my very blood. No amount of gold or bronze can hide the way I feel. The mask is finally melting and the hurt is finally real. Yeah, our makeup streaked with salt, a masterpiece in gray, watching every bit of fine just wash itself away. The waterproof is failing, the eyeliner's a ghost, crying for the version of me that I miss the most. It's a charcoal color river running down my shaking cheek. The arm is falling off and the heart underneath is weak. I'll just take a towel and wipe away the rest, clear the ink and powder from my tired aching chest, starting over hollow, starting over clean. But the stains you left behind me are the only things still seen. Just make up, and so it wasn't my fault. It's just the salt. The wicker basket's heavy, sitting on the porch tonight, filled with every velvet scrap and every silk of white. The ones you tied around my wrist when the world was feeling new. The ones that bound the letters that I wrote instead of you. There's a yellow one for summer and a crimson one for stay. Now they're just a tangled mess of why'd you walk away. I'm striking up a match and my hand begins to shake. It's the final little tether that I'm forced to finally break. They used to be the bows upon the gift of what we were. Now they're just the static and the memory and the blur. One by one I'm dropping them into the iron bowl, watching how the fire takes a hunger on my soul. And I'm burning every old ribbon, every knot you ever tied, watching all the almost was and the could haves burn inside. The satin curls in blackness, the polyester screams as I turn to smoke and cinder all our tattered colored dreams. I'm unraveling the history, I'm cutting back the light, burning every old ribbon in the middle of the night. The blue one from the county fair, the one you want for me, is melting in the embers, becoming history. I thought these threads were made of steel, I thought they'd hold the weight, but they're nothing but a funeral for a love that came too late. The smoke is sweet and heavy, it's stinging in my eyes, or maybe it's the salt from all the one last time goodbyes. I'm watching purple turn to ash, watching green turn into gray, cleaning out the colors that I shouldn't keep anyway. I wanna be untethered, I wanna be set free from the ghost of every ice that's still a part of me. But as the ribbons vanish and the flames begin to die, I feel the empty space beneath this cold and hollow sky. The fire's getting lower, but the heat is in my chest, giving up the only things of you that I possess. Picking up, I'm pouring out the ashes from a broken empty cup. No more bows for maybe, no more strings for soon, just me in the shadow of a disappearing moon, burning the ribbons, finally letting go of the only knots I'll ever know. Just smoke just ash. I'm staring at the silver, at the glass upon the wall, waiting for a feeling, but I don't feel much at all. I recognize the sweater and the locket on the chain, but the eyes looking back at me are clouded up with rain. I've been wearing this expression since the day you said goodbye, like a hollowed out reflection of a girl who's run out of wine. I reach out to the surface and my fingers touch the code, searching for the story that we never got to fold. I'm looking for the spark, for the girl who used to laugh, but I'm just a blurry image in a broken photograph. Oh, the mirror doesn't know me, it's asking who I am. Since you walked out the doorway and you gave the life a slam, there's a stranger in the hallway, there's a ghost inside the pain, and she doesn't know the rhythm of the blood inside my veins. I'm a map without a city, I'm a sky without a blue. The mirror doesn't know me without you. I try to put on lipstick, a shade of maybe I'm okay, but it looks like theater makeup on a stage of dusty gray. I practice how to smile, till my head just right, but the glass just sees the shadows that I'm fighting in the night. It remembers how we stood here brushing teeth and sharing space. Now it's just a vacant temple for a disappearing face. Break the glass and maybe I'll find where the pieces went, underneath the surface of a life that's been misspent. But even in the shards I'd see 1,000 versions of the pain, and none of them would show me how to be myself again. Yeah, the mirror doesn't know me, it's asking who I am. Since you walked out the doorway, you gave the life a slam. There's a stranger in the hallway, there's a ghost inside the pain, and she doesn't know the rhythm of the blood inside my veins. I'm a map without a city, I'm a sky without a blue. The mirror doesn't know me without you. I'm blinking at the image, but the image doesn't blink. I'm standing on the edge now of a heart about to sink. Who is she? I don't know. Where did the me I used to be go? Mirror doesn't know. I don't know me either. Hey. used to keep the porch light on and listen for your tires. I was the one who pulled you back from all your self-made fires. I kept a bandage in my pocket and a blessing on my tongue. Back when we were desperate and back when we were young. I thought if I just loved you more, I'd fix the broken parts. Like I could sew the pieces of two jagged bleeding hearts. But I'm looking at my hands tonight, they're shaking and they're worn from trying to hold together everything that you have torn. I've run out of the holy water, run out of the light. I can't be the one who guides you through the middle of the night. The pedestal is empty and the halo's on the floor. I'm locking up the sanctuary and walking out the door. And I'm not your savior anymore. I'm putting down the cross. I'm finally counting up the win instead of just the loss. I can't carry your demons and expect to keep my soul. I can't keep giving you the pieces just to make you whole. The altar's cold and quiet and the ritual is through. I'm tired of dying on a hill that only leads to you. Go find another miracle, go find another shore. Cause I'm not your savior, not your savior anymore. You call me when the whiskey hits and the room begins to shake, expecting me to forgive every promise that you break. But I've traded in my mercy for a little bit of pride, and I've buried all the sympathy I used to keep inside. I'm not the girl who catches you before you hit the ground. I'm not the one who stays awake until your heart is found. I'm just a human being with a spirit of my own, and I'm learning how to breathe inside a life that's mine alone. It's a heavy kind of freedom, it's a lonely kind of grace to stop looking for the good inside a hollow empty space. I loved you like a religion, I served you like a king, but I was just a bird who forgot how to use her wing. I'm stepping up the mountain, I'm letting go the rope, I'm giving up the burden of a false and toxic hope. Putting down the cross, I'm finally counting up the win instead of just the loss. I can't carry your demons and expect to keep my soul. I can't keep giving you the pieces just to make you whole. The altar's cold and quiet and the ritual is through. I'm tired of dying on a hill that only leads to you. Go find another miracle, go find another shore. Cause I'm not your savior, not your savior anymore. The bells have stopped their ringing, the incense has all cleared. I'm not the Holy Ghost that you always said you feared. I'm just a woman walking in the early morning light, and for the first time in a decade, I'm gonna be alright. Now you save me, save yourself this time. The streetlights flicker on like they're tired of the day, painting long and lonely shadows on the cracks along the way. I reached out for your hand when I hit the curb at Main, but I only caught the evening air and the scent of coming rain. The rhythm of my footsteps sounds like a hollow ticking clock, echoing off the silent houses on every single block. I'm passing by the diner where we used to share a plate, but the open sign is buzzing like it's mocking me of late. I used to love the distance, used to love the quiet air, because I knew that at the finish I would find you standing there. But now the miles are growing and the pavement's turning cold, and I'm carrying a story that will never be retold. And I'm walking home without you, under a sky of bruised up blue, trying to remember how to breathe without the ghost of you. The porch light's just a lonely spark in a world that's gone so wide, and I'm terrified of what I'll find or won't find there inside. It's a long road to an empty room, a slow walk to the dark, searching for a fire when I've lost the only spark. Yeah, the hardest part of leaving isn't saying we are through, it's the quiet miles of walking home without you. I see a couple laughing on the porch across the street, and I look down at the gravel just to watch my own 2 feet. I'm bracing for the corner where you always used to say, we're almost to the finish, let's just dream the night away. Now the almost is a mountain and the finish is a cage, and I'm just a blurry sentence on a disappearing page. The key is in my pocket, feeling heavy as a stone, a tiny piece of metal for a house that's not a home. Maybe if I take the long way through the park and by the lake, I can stretch out the before and give my heart a little break. But every path I follow leads me back to where we stood, and I turn around and run to you if I only thought I could. But the wind is at my back now, pushing me toward the door where I have to be the person who doesn't have you anymore. Yeah, I'm walking home without you, under a sky of bruised up blue, trying to remember how to breathe without the ghost of you. The porch light's just a lonely spark in a world that's gone so wide, got home way too soon. The mailbox still has both our names in faded vinyl. I stand out on the gravel drive and I don't wanna think. I've deleted every photo, I've scrubbed the kitchen floor, I've changed the way I walk so I don't look for you no more. But I'm filling out a form today, a line upon a page, and I'm staring at the letters like a bird inside a cage. The ink is flowing steady, it knows just where to go, tracing out a history that I'm trying not to show. I can change my number, I can move to another town, I can take the pictures in the hallway and put them face down. But the signature is stubborn, it's a habit of the hand, a little piece of forever that we never really planned. And I'm still wearing your name like a heavy winter coat, like a stone I can't swallow that's stuck inside my throat. It's on my driver's license, it's on the deed to the house. I'm a ghost of a woman who was supposed to be a spouse. I'm trying to find the me that lived before we became us, but I'm just a dusty passenger on a lonesome one-way bus. Every time I introduce myself, I feel the old flame, still walking around this hollow life, still wearing your name. For a split second flicker, I expect to see you there. It's a brand upon my skin, it's a title I can't shed, a lingering hello from a love that's long since dead. People ask me how you're doing when they see me at the store, and I have to say we aren't we anymore. But then I pay the bill and I sign it with your pride, with the part of me that died the day you pushed me to the side. They say it's just a word, just a sound, just a breath, but it feels like I'm carrying the papers of my death. I wanna give it back, let it fall onto the floor. I don't wanna belong to a memory anymore. But how do I learn the way my name sounds next to yours? How do I heal the heart that your ghost still secures? Yeah, I'm still wearing your name like a heavy winter coat, like a stone I can't swallow that's stuck inside my throat. It's on my driver's license, it's on the deed to the house. I'm a ghost of a woman who was supposed to be a spouse. I'm trying to find the me that lived before we became us, but I'm just a dusty passenger on a lonesome one-way bus. Every time I introduce myself, I feel the old flame, still walking around this hollow light, still wearing your name. Maybe next year I'll go down to the court, file all the papers and make the story short. But for now the ink is wet and the sun is setting fast. I'm holding on to the only thing that you let me keep at last. Still armor's in a heap beside the bed, along with every brave word that I've said. I've spent a year rehearsing how to smile, walking every lonely, jagged mile. I tell the world I'm doing pretty good, like a hollow statue carved from heavy wood, but the paint is chipping off my tired face, and I'm losing every lap of this long race. My shoulders are a graveyard for the weight of playing fine until it's getting late. The buttons on my coat are pulled so tight, just to keep the pieces hidden from the light. And I'm tired, so tired of being strong, of carrying this happy for way too long. I wanna let the walls crumble to the floor. I don't wanna be a hero anymore. My heart is black and blue from the fight of holding up the sun in the middle of the night. Let the pillars fall, let the structure crack. I'm tired of being strong. I want my weakness back. You're the ghost I'm not supposed to miss, the jagged edge behind the it is what it is. I keep my chin up just to keep from drowning, but my soul is underwater and it's frowning. I'm the shoulder everyone leans on in the dark, but I'm the one who's looking for a single spark. I've built a fortress out of pride and bone. Now I'm just a prisoner sitting on a throne. What if I just sat down on the street? What if I admitted I've been beat? There's no prize for the one who never cries, just a heavy heart and tired burning eyes. I'm dropping the shield, I'm lowering the sword. I can't afford to be alright anymore. So I'll just lay here in the quiet of the room, letting out the breath I've held since June. I'm not okay, and that's okay to say. The strong one died sometime yesterday. I'm just tired, so tired. Let me fall. Just let me fall. Bottom drawer is heavy with the things I didn't say. Stacks of white and yellow lime with ghosts of yesterday. I buy a pack of stamps just to feel the weight of hope. But the truth is like a razor at the edge of every envelope. I write about the morning and the way the garden looks. I write about the endings in the middle of my books. But I never lick the seal and I never write the zip. I just let the ink run dry before the secrets start to slip. My wastebasket is a graveyard for the deers and for the darlings. Beneath the sky of silence and the crying of the starlings. Every word is a bridge that stops halfway across the blue. A reach into the nothingness to find a piece of you. And I'm living in the pages of these unsent letters too. Painting all the might have beens and shades of ink and blue. I'm pouring out my spirit on a stationary shelf. Talking to a memory just to keep from losing myself. They're a paper trail of heartache leading nowhere but the dark. A fire for the winter that'll never catch a spark. Just a box of folded whispers that the wind will never woo. 1,000 miles of I love you in these unsent letters to you. I wrote one when the snow fell just to tell you it was cold. I wrote one in the spring about the stories we grew old. There's one from Tuesday morning when I thought I heard your car. And one from late last Friday in the corner of the bar. I've got 'em sorted by the season, by the level of the ache, by the number of the promises that you were meant to break. If I ever sent just one, would it matter where it landed? Or would I just be standing here still empty and abandoned? Sometimes I think I'll take them to the river or the fire, to burn away the longing and the reach of my desire. But the paper is the only place where you still talk to me, where the ending isn't final and the we is still the we. It's a fragile pulp and fiber way of holding on to ghosts. The only part of evermore that I can finally hold. Shades of ink and room. I'm pouring out my spirit on a stationary shelf. Talking to a memory just to keep from losing myself. They're a paper trail of heartache leading nowhere but the dark. A fire for the winter that'll never catch a spark. Just a box of folded whispers that the wind will never woo. 1,000 miles of I love you in these unsent letters to you. So I'll put the cap back on the pen and I'll slide the drawer shut. Maybe I'll be brave enough to finally close the cut. But for now I'll just keep writing to a name that has no home. Just another page of missing you to add to the alone. Unsent letters, keep 'em under lock and key, because you're never gonna read 'em and you're never coming back for me. Just paper, just ink. faces gathering dust inside a box of satin white, a souvenir of a forever that didn't survive the night. I remember the morning I held it, feeling light as summer air, before the silence moved in and took up all the chairs. Now I'm standing in the hallway where the shadows like to play, watching the ghost of a girl in white slowly drift away. The vows are in the trash bin, the cake is long since sour, and I'm still stuck inside that final desperate hour. I can see the world through the mesh, all blurry and untrue, filtered through the promises I thought I made with you. But the altar's just a table, and the church is just a room, and I'm just a hollow body in a costume of the gloom. And I'm left behind the veil, trapped in the toll and the lies, with a view of a future that's fading right before my eyes. You walked out of the garden, you stepped out of the frame, but you left me in the fabric, you left me with your name. It's a sheer and heavy curtain between the now and then. I'm waiting for a wedding that'll never start again, a bride without a groom, a ship without a sail, just a heart that's getting colder, left behind the veil. I try to lift the netting, but it's tangled in my crown. Every time I try to rise, the weight just pulls me down. I look into the mirror and I see a winter sky, hidden behind the intricate weave of a long and lacy light. I should have seen the warning in the way you held your breath, like a man who was already preparing for a death. Now the party's over and the lights are turning gray, and I'm still dressed for a miracle that moved a mile away. Tear the silk, rip the seams, let the floor take the debris, but the embroidery is etched into the very soul of me. It's not just a garment, it's a cage I helped to build, with every I do that went tragically unfulfilled. How do I step out into the sun and the rain when I'm wrapped in the threads of this beautiful pain? Yeah, I'm left behind the veil, trapped in the toll and the lies, with a view of a future that's fading right before my eyes. You walked out of the garden, you stepped out of the frame, but you left me in the fabric, you left me with your name. It's a sheer and heavy curtain between the now and then. I'm waiting for a wedding that'll never start again, a bride without a groom, a ship without a sail, just a heart that's getting colder, left behind the veil. I'll just unpin the flowers, let them wither on the floor. I'll stop looking for your shadow by the chapel's heavy door, but the mesh is in my vision and the white is turning blue. I'm still waiting for the I do that never came from you. Behind the veil, still behind the veil, just a ghost in